Today is an awesome day, guys. This is Salman JAGWE. I'm back with another quick insight, an announcement, and a mini tutorial. Okay, so here I am in the MetaHuman Creator, right? And it's. I mean, there's always a need to animate these characters. You put in so much time and effort, and you've created a beautiful character, and now you want to animate it. So Faceware, which makes Faceware Tech that makes Faceware Studio, they've come up with an awesome promotion for indie filmmakers, right? That will enable us to animate our meta creators, the meta creations, meta humans that we've created using the MetaHuman Creator online. And if you don't have access to the MetaHuman Creator, they've also made it possible so that if you went to the MetaHuman presets in the Quicksilver Bridge, you can still take advantage of these free presets. There are 58 of them that you can then test out. So this offer is only for personal learning and for non-commercial projects. I want to emphasize that this is for personal learning and for non-commercial projects. Okay, it's a free 6-month license, and so let me bring it up real quick. So this is what they're offering. Okay, 6 months free of Faceware Studio plus the Glassbox Live client, because without the Glassbox Live client, you can't take your facial animation from Faceware Studio into the Unreal Engine. So this is it's important that you understand it is for both of them. So it automatically give you access to the live client as well. And the window is within 2 months. So as you're hearing this, I don't know when you're watching this video, it might be in the future, but starting today of this day, in this current present, not in the future, the offer is for it's going to be a window of 2 months for you to redeem it. So it's going to expire in June 30th, 2021. And once you activate it, you'll be able to use it for 6 months for you to create a super duper, demo reel or whatever. This is your chance for you to take advantage of this software. So if you're watching this and you're out there, all you need to do is type in this code. I'm just gonna copy this here, the JAGWE code, right? And then go to I have a code where it says I have a promo code. Click on that and watch the magic. So type in JAGWE or paste it. Let me type it, JAGWE, and then click apply. What? What did that do? $0, $0 for you to, and then you go ahead and process the checkout. So take advantage of the JAGWE code for you. So I'm so happy that Faceware Studio is doing this for the indie community and the us this. We are the small guys really, because we have big dreams. But we don't have that much money, to go out. The budgets are not yet up there. We have big dreamers because someday we're gonna have that money, right? But right now, not everyone has 2.3K. $2,340. But with this code, the JAGWE code, you're able to knock it down to $0, and you're able to use this for 6 months. So just pay attention after those 6 months. Please don't forget that this is for 6 months, okay? But you have a window of 2 months within which you get to use this code. And once you use the code, that's when the countdown begins for so those 6 months. If you have an idea, and actually what I recommend, guys, take time to plan. Okay, plan your short, plan your MetaHuman, because remember we also only have an hour per session on the MetaHuman. So if you're gonna do this, make sure you create your characters first, right? Create your environments, write down your story, write down your script, and then come back and do this, right? So that your countdown doesn't start after you've spent. So you don't want to waste that time when you could have started after you have everything prepared. So prepare ahead of, prepare in advance, and then go ahead and take advantage of Faceware Studio. So that is the promotion that is going on, and I'm gonna go ahead. I want to create a tutorial I'm gonna include a tutorial in this video to show you actually how to go about using Faceware Studio in the Unreal Engine with the MetaHumans so that you get a chance. Okay. But first of all, take advantage of the JAGWE promo code. And that's my last name, JAGWE, if you didn't know. And JAGWE is a Ugandan name. I'm proudly Ugandan. I'm proudly African. And actually, to all my fellow Africans out there who are using Faceware Studio, and wherever you are, you don't have to be African. I'm proud that we're on this journey to tell our stories, and that we get opportunities like something like this from Faceware. All right. So 6 month free Faceware Studio plus Glassbox Live Client. Thank you so much, Glassbox. Thank you so much, Faceware. And it's this mainly for personal learning. Not even mainly. It's only for personal learning and non-commercial projects. So if you have you're building a portfolio and you want to apply for a job somewhere, this is your opportunity to actually create that super duper, demo reel with like a story, a really good story, right? Make it good, guys. Make it count. Okay, so that's aside. We have a MetaHuman here. Okay, and once I've finished creating him, I go to my MetaHumans. Now, if you don't have access to the MetaHuman creator, I was fortunate enough to get the early access, but you can also use the MetaHuman presets here. So you download one of them and then export, and make sure your project is open. But I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to start with a brand new MetaHuman project. So this process of applying the template of Faceware has actually been streamlined. So I did a previous video, and and this is a new one that's updated just in time for actually the announcement of that license for the indie license. All right, so the character that we're doing today, this one I've called Maya Lee, and she's the one that I created using the MetaHuman creator online. So first, before we do the export, I need to go to Epic Games, the marketplace, and this is, I'm assuming this, you're starting from scratch and you're seeing this promotion and you're wondering where do I start? Go to the Epic Games marketplace, right? Whether you're logged in or you have this desktop version, and search for MetaHuman, and then click on that. It says external link, right? And this is for 4.26. So if you have at the Unreal Engine 4.25, this is not going to work. You need to have 4.26 and later. Okay, so this was updated back in February. Okay, I click on external link. Okay, and this is gonna lead you to download. And let me see if I can bring it over here so you can see. So you can go ahead and download it, and once you download it, it's going to become available inside of your library. So it will come into your vault. So just do a search in your vault for MetaHuman, and there it is. So go ahead and create a project. Click on it. Please make sure you have plenty of space on your hard drive. All right, let's call this MetaHumans FW. That's for Faceware, right? And go ahead and create. And depending on the speed of your computer, this might take a little bit, not just the speed of your computer, but also your bandwidth. Okay, so it has created the project here. That's MetaHumans Faceware. So go ahead and right click on it and show in folder. All right, so it's important to do that step. Make sure you right click and then show in folder, because we need to drop some files in here. Okay, inside of this folder. All right, so go ahead, and now let's go back to Faceware. Go to Faceware on the facewaretech.com on the home page. Click on Start Animating, where it says Epic's MetaHumans are here. Start animating. And then on this page, it offers you the step-by-step of how to go about it, but I'm going to walk you through real quick. But what is important is, first of all, you need to have the live client of Glassbox installed. Okay, please do that before you start, and also activate it. And then this is the sample MetaHuman blueprint that is essential to this step. So click on that. Okay, and it's going to download it. Let's go to our downloads over here. So there it is. I'm going to right click on it. I'm using WinRAR. So click extract here, wherever you have it saved, extract it. And you see how it's in the content folder. So when you are looking at your project, let me, if I can bring that up as well. So in here, so we need to put it inside of the content. Okay, let's slide this over here so we have them side by side. So inside of content, and you can just drag and copy, it will override it, but let's just go ahead inside and copy this. Double click on content, right click and paste. Okay, so now we have motion logic enabled. Now, when we start our project, there will be some plugins that we need to enable, so which is expected. So this is crucial. This is very important to have this motion logic project folder inside of your MetaHumans. A brand new. I recommend that you actually use a brand new MetaHumans project. Okay, let's minimize that, and let's go ahead and minimize this. All right. Now we can go to double click on our MetaHumans folder or project, the one that we just downloaded, and give it a chance. Now, there was a time when my projects used to like take a long time to load. And then I upgraded to an SSD hard drive. Now watch how long it's taken. You know, sometimes they're like, I was like so frustrated. Sometimes I'm like, is it even worth using Unreal Engine? But then it's just upgrading your hardware makes a big difference, you know. So, I mean, sometimes people ask me what kind of machine I'm using. I have an i7, 10th generation. It has 32 gigabytes of RAM. This specific machine that I'm working on right now, and I'm using an RTX 2070. That's the graphics card that I'm using. All right. So here's our new project, and we see an alert down at the bottom. Click Manage Plugins. Let's go ahead and go to Installed, and I'm just going to go ahead and enable all these, but the main one is this one, Live Client for Unreal. I just need to, I'm just go ahead and enable all these other guys because they end up being crucial anyways down the road. Not yet. I don't want to do that just yet. Replica, and this one. All right. But the key one is that you have to have the live client for Unreal installed. That will make it possible for you to get your data from here into the Unreal Engine. Okay. So we'll go ahead and restart. This is cool. It's very exciting. And I'm actually glad I waited to do this tutorial because I was planning on doing it. I got a number of requests to do it, but I think this was perfect timing because then you get the code, the promo code, you put it in, and then you get a chance to actually walk through the entire process from beginning to end, and you see how it's going to work. Okay, so the project has restarted. So when you get that the activation, the demo, that promotional code, you'll get a chance to. I think it will be automatically detected, and you'll be able to put in. Right now, I'm going to put in the license because the test that I'm doing right now is before I apply it, because I wanted you to see what the process is like. Okay, so I'm assuming that at this point you have your license and you can put it in. All right, I'm going to go ahead and activate my license here. And so the way the process is supposed to work, from what Faceware communicated, they're trying to streamline this whole process. So should you, maybe what I'm showing now might not be the same, but they're looking at streamlining this so that when you are given that license, it comes together with a Glassbox live client license as well for those 6 months. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate license. So, and then I can start using live client. All right, so go ahead and close that. So let's create a new level. All right, and we're gonna go to all assets down here. Let's go ahead to bridge our character that we created using the MetaHuman creator, and click on export. Make sure this your project is open. It's running right now in here. And so go back to Bridge, Quixel Bridge, click export. And you see an alert here saying it's export to Unreal Engine. It's exporting. All right, export has been successful. If we minimize this, let's wait for that. You know what? I was actually thinking. I love beatboxing. I love music. So with the, in Faceware Studio, with the live camera, the MetaHuman could actually be a beatboxer. Like that. All right. Is it Maya Lee? Is Maya Lee here yet? No, I think she's driving around. Maybe she has to go to her trailer. She's been hired as an actor and she has to make her way through the lot. I'm thinking we've put her in a trailer somewhere. She's coming to the studio soon. Hello, Miley. Are you coming soon to the studio? Yes. So as I usually do is I let this process go through so you get a better sense of how long it takes. And you often you'll hear me talking in the process. Because I mean, again, as an indie filmmaker, since this is especially if this is the first time you're using the MetaHumans, I think it's important for you to see how long this process takes. I mean, I could have done this real quick and just gone through, boom, boom, from beginning to end. But I prefer, because when I was starting out in animation, the tutorials that helped me the most are the ones that actually showed me the steps. Even the mundane steps, the things that we wouldn't expect to happen, they would show me those, even the errors and the failures. So I want you to see this process so that you don't think either that the Unreal Engine has crashed or that something is, and it could be that your machine it might be slow, it might be fast, but I think it's important for you to see the process all the way to the end, so you don't get frustrated, because I think that's where we often give up, is when we are frustrated with the process, we're frustrated with how things are not working. We're like, is it supposed to work this way? It is supposed to work this way, and it is going to take this long, depending on, again, on the speed of your machine. And because the nature of these characters, they are so detailed and they have a lot of different levels of detail, it does take time for them to go from here. So you go from the MetaHuman creator to Bridge and then to the Unreal Engine. All right. And even after it has come in, you can see how many shaders it has to compile. It's a lot of shaders. That's all. that's a lot of shaders to compile. And so this is the process. This is what you should expect as as an indie filmmaker, as a storyteller. This process, it is a process. There's no magic wand where you just snap your finger or whatever, and then things happen magically. Although having this character talk, or yourself or your voice actor talk, and then you see them in the Unreal Engine, sometimes it looks like magic, because I think the teams are putting a lot of effort in programming these plugins. So there is some magic that sometimes happen. But when it comes to the Unreal Engine, you have to be patient. All right, so it's compiling the shaders, and sometimes I like just giving it time to compile. But let's go ahead and look at what has just happened. So when you exported that character from Quixel Bridge, it automatically created a MetaHumans folder. Because I've seen comments where people are saying they can't find, or they don't see where the MetaHumans folder or the MetaHumans are. It's going to be in your content folder. It's going to go to MetaHumans. If you double click, this is where the character is going to be. Let's double click on Maya Lee, the name that I gave her. And so again, the moment you open the folder, this also happens. So sometimes that's why I let the shader compilation go through and finish, because I don't want it to crash in the process. And these things are going to happen. Just expect it. Okay. And right now, when I look at just in the preview, I can see that the face has not yet, I think, compiled yet. But let's go ahead and drop her in the scene just so we see what she looks like. We'll put her right there. And let's rotate her to face us. And it's so you can see the shaders are still coming through. All right, the face is coming through. And the eyes are compiling. It's 512 for 82. But these metahumans are beautiful in terms of the shaders and the quality of the hair. It's amazing what Epic Games has done. It's really, really impressive. And look at the eyes. All right, so our character is in here and ready. Okay, so there are several things that we need to do. The first step, once the character is in here, is we need to add a component, faceware component. All right, go. Let me make sure faceware is not streaming. Okay, this and I also going to zoom out a little bit so that the level of detail is a little bit less memory intensive. Let's go ahead and click on add component and search for faceware live. Okay, so we've added a component, and let's expand this. So there it is. Faceware is enabled. Okay, and next step, let's make sure that all is connected nicely. All right, so that is good, but it's not yet time to stream yet. We still have to do a couple of other things. Okay, so we need to go to select face over here, and we're going to change this blueprint to have the MetaHuman, the ABP Faceware MetaHuman face. All right, and then we also need to select the body over here. Make sure that you can see all this. And where it says use animation asset, we're going to change this to use blueprint, animation blueprint. And then we're going to switch this over to the MetaHuman ABP Faceware FW MetaHuman body. All right. So that is key. All right. So let's actually test. I'm going to go ahead and press play over here. And we're going to go to Faceware. And the first thing we have to do is we have to find let's find a neutral pose right there. And we're going to calibrate the neutral pose. And if we play back, it has gone ahead and tracked really well. That's really, really good. Okay. So now that we have our tracking ready, we can go ahead and click on stream, the streaming panel. Make sure standard is enabled over here, and then click on stream content. Okay, now we can go back here and then press play. So this is really should be automatic. All right, so it's streaming. If we minimize that, and there it is. You can see the head moving. And actually, let me stop this. Let's do the playback to be from current camera location over here. And let's get closer to her face over here. And let's press play. All right. So you can see the data is coming in successfully. And if I scale this over here a little bit so we can see both of them at the same time, you can see what she's doing over here. Is talking. And there's so much more that you can do. And this is where Faceware, the Faceware plugin comes in, Faceware Studio, is that with the ARKit, you really can't like fine tune anything just yet, at least as the recording of this video. But in here with the Faceware, you're able to go in here and adjust all these things, these elements, the blinking, the the jaw, like you can even narrow down to the mouth. If you want the jaw to open less, you can adjust that so that the character is opening the jaw less. And that actually, whatever you do is going to be reflected over here as well. Okay. And the key again, make sure that your videos are lit properly, because as you can see, this eye is smaller in the video because it's tracking the size of that. And look, you can actually see that. That's how true to the video source it is. So guys, I hope that was helpful, that you're able, this video was intended for you to first of all get your code, right? That we're able, the promo code that is being sent out by Faceware Studio, and together in partnership with our Glassbox, and using the JAGWE promo code. Make sure you use the JAGWE promo code, and go, if you haven't applied for this license, by the way, make sure you write to Karen. I'll make sure I include her email address in the description of the video, so because should it change, at least we can update it. I don't have to record the video, and you can contact her and tell her that Solomon sent you. And then she will be able to give you the code to be able to plug it in there. All right. So guys, thank you so much again. Don't forget to go to Faceware Tech and also join their Discord channel. Go to Discord. I'll put this link in the description of the video as well. And I kindly ask that you spare a minute to subscribe, hit this subscription button right here, and hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I post a new video. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so amazed at how fast we're growing. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for your feedback. And I encourage you guys to continue to dream big. Don't give up on your dream. And as we are utilize the MetaHuman creator, because as we are, especially right now in the pandemic, we're going through a pandemic. There are so many job opportunities out there online, and you may not be able to meet someone in person, but you'll be able to give them your online demo reel. And I think that's where this comes in, is that with the MetaHumans, you don't have to model anything. These characters are ready for facial animation, for full body animation. So you take advantage of this to tell a story. If you're applying for a job as a story writer or as an animator, this is an opportunity for you to showcase, your story. And it could be that maybe you want to pitch something to Netflix, to Disney Plus, to Hulu, you name it. This is an opportunity for you guys to take advantage of the MetaHumans. And thank you so much, Epic Games, for making this possible for us as indie storytellers. And if you don't have access to the MetaHuman creator, this one right here. All right, guys, remember when I said that you have an hour? Yes, it's actually true. So if you're inactive, which I was, they closed my session. So you have an hour, and maybe in the future this will change, where you have unlimited time. But that's why I was saying that please, whatever you do, budget your time and plan this the 6 months that you're gonna get. Budget it very well so that you are ready. Like opportunity comes and opportunity favors people who are in the those who are ready. Prepare in advance and be ready to take advantage of the Epic Games MetaHumans, and also plan ahead so that you don't lose your. So these sessions are kind of dear, so make sure that you make it count to create your character ahead of time before you set up your the code to get your license, because the countdown will begin the moment. Those 6 months can fly by if you don't plan ahead. So thank you so much, guys. As always, dare to dream big. This is incredible that we have the MetaHumans here. We actually get to create our own actors that can star in our short films and whatever. And thank you so much to Faceware for making it possible for us to get access to the MetaHumans. And please use the links that I'm going to provide in the description of this video. And you can even find them on the Faceware Studio website, facewaretech.com. Click on Start Animating, and then start telling your stories and animation. So thank you so much. Again, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I post a new video. Thank you so much to all my patrons. Thank you for your support, guys. I truly appreciate it. And please stay safe. Dare to dream big. Much love. Bye for now.